Hey everyone, welcome back to Movies Alive. Today we are going to talk about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness that is all set to release on 22 March 2022. We have heard a lot of inter-universe crossovers and appearance of some superheroes from different timelines that will appear in the movie, and now we have heard about Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider returning in the movie with some sort of version of his character. Before we hop into the video, make sure to subscribe to my channel to get latest Marvel updates. So the original Ghost Rider movie was one of our favorite movies back in the early days, and Nicolas Cage played an amazing Johnny Blaze aka Ghost Rider for us. At some point we all wish to see the character back, as we know that MCU will be rebooting Blade in upcoming phases as well. MCU is planning to bring back Johnny Blaze's version of Ghost Rider in Doctor Strange 2, and it will happen with some multiverse invasions and as a result of the events to take place in the movie. The best reason for Johnny Blaze's return in MCU can be Darkhold book that we saw in WandaVision. Ghost Rider was familiar with this book in comics, and we also saw the version of this book in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent Coulson in that show handed over their version of Darkhold to Ghost Rider. The show overall featured Ghost Rider played by Gabriel Luna, and we also saw Agent Coulson version of Ghost Rider in the show. In MCU, Ghost Rider will be returning by the connection that it makes with WandaVision in form of Darkhold, or some other crazy multiverse theories can be applied here. MCU and Kevin Feige are doing an amazing job as they are setting up the plans and connecting different franchises and realities right now. The hashtag.com reported exclusively that Johnny Blaze will be returning in MCU in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. According to the hashtag show.com, it will be a cameo at best, and because it will be a cameo, it will not be too much distracting from the actual movie's plot. But even though it will be a cameo in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, he will appear in future MCU movies probably. As we saw in WandaVision's post-credit scene, Wanda is actually reading and studying Darkhold. She was reading the book in astral form while her body was also working. In this way, she is kinda more powerful than even Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange's body was sleeping while he was reading in astral form. Wanda, on the other hand, took the Darkhold with her, and now she is studying it and probably will master the book and every magic in it. This book was written by Chthon, and Chthon was the one who gave Wanda her powers when she was a child. That is why in this scene, Wanda was able to use probability hacks without even knowing. She was given those powers as child by Chthon, and now she is studying his book. And in this scene, we also heard voices of her children from different dimensions calling Wanda for help. Her children actually died with Vision when Wanda closed her reality. So this could be some sort of trick by some evil being to manipulate Wanda and bring her into his own reality. And then he will use Wanda and the book Darkhold against Doctor Strange. And that will also probably lead to the appearance of Ghost Rider in MCU. Another reason that can support the return of Ghost Rider in MCU is because MCU is lately introducing the supernatural gene of superheroes in the main MCU timeline. We were not familiar with this gene in previous MCU phases, such as Moon Knight is all set to be produced at Disney Plus show in upcoming MCU phase, and Blade itself is a supernatural character and MCU has already confirmed the reboot. Therefore, MCU is planting the supernatural concept of superheroes in the main timeline that supports the idea of having a Ghost Rider in MCU. Currently, we have heard that Ghost Rider will make an appearance in the MCU, but we don't know if it's going to be single movie appearance or he is going to have more appearances in the future. We are still wondering who would be playing the iconic Ghost Rider in Doctor Strange 2, as there are a lot of actors who can be a best fit for the role. We know that MCU is already in talks with Keanu Reeves regarding a new Marvel project, but we know that they always ask him and discuss any new Marvel project idea with him, and he most of the time rejects it. Marvel is desperately trying to find a best role for Keanu Reeves in MCU. So that is for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Till then, be happy and peace.